Tonight, Atlanta first responders shattering windows and expectations. Firefighters proving they are trained to do just about anything to rescue you from a crash like this one. Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn showing us how they are putting their training to the test in the ultimate challenge.
Atlanta's team, called the ATLians, will go up against teams from Florida and Canada. 24 simulations in this parking lot here at Lenox Square, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sometimes the cars will be flipped over. Other times the victims inside will be acting unconscious. It's to help ensure that if a car crashes in Atlanta, its crews are ready to respond.
How's it going, sir? Without moving your head or neck, can you hear me?
You're watching a simulation.
Medic, you got to weigh in?
Yes, sir.
All right, what are you thinking?
Atlanta firefighters hustling to save a driver trapped after a car crash.
Hey, he's gonna break a window behind you, okay?
In this training, they cut through the roof. Medics move in, stabilize the driver, and slowly pull him out to safety.
Let me know if any of this hurts. Nothing? Okay.
He's going to crush the car strategically so it looks like an accident.
This weekend, Atlanta fire crews will compete against firefighters from across North America in a rescue challenge with the single goal: prove they got what it takes to save more lives.
If we get there sooner and do a better job, we help reduce mortality and morbidity by doing a better job, and that's what the focus is.
Stephen Martell, president of the North American Vehicle Rescue Association, stressed the challenge puts patients first. They create real accidents with live victims and simulated injuries.
We got a left leg entrapment possible.
For Lieutenant Andrew Head, this practice is already paying off.
I feel more confident and comfortable going out on these calls now because I know we're going to be more prepared and able to provide patient care quicker.
Every year, roughly 40,000 people die in car crashes nationwide. It's the second leading cause of death for children and young adults. Atlanta's roads can be rough. Now it's rescue crews sharpening their tools, showcasing they're up for the challenge.
I'm ready. I'm ready to take these new skills that we've learned to the actual streets. All right, time. Good job, guys.
And this 3-day challenge, it starts on Friday right here in Buckhead. Now, the winner of this challenge goes on to the World Rescue Challenge. That's going to be in Portugal in November. And if you want to come check it out, you're encouraged to come here at Lenox Square. You can look over the balcony and you can watch these 24 simulations. Good luck, of course, to Atlanta's team. Here from Buckhead, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.